Hello, I hope you had a great first day of school. For today, I wanted to go over some important class information so that you are aware of how the class operates and some important information you need to know to be successful. So please watch this video in its entirety. So in terms of class procedures, if you plan on attending one of our virtual meetings, make sure that you log in on time. They will start right at 11 o'clock. Again, I cannot emphasize enough that your learning happens in the Schoology course, and so the virtual meetings are really just for you to ask questions. So if you have questions, please be on time. Please have your questions prepared. I may ask you to share your screen, so be prepared for that. Have your math spiral notebook, composition notebook, pencil, and calculator ready to go with you. Any notes that you have, also have those with you. Come to the Google Meet with questions. Again, it's not designed for me to teach you during the Google Meet. It's best if you do the lesson, watch the video, do the homework before the Google Meet, and then when we have those office hours on Mondays and Wednesdays, you can ask questions during that time. You can also email me at any time as well. Just make sure you participate and ask for help. When you're learning from home, please check Schoology every day. You will see that I will open up new assignments. There will be a list of assignments that open up as the unit progresses. So make sure you do everything that's in there. Complete the lesson if there is one. Take notes. Sometimes I might have notes for you to print. Sometimes if you don't want to print them or don't have access to a printer, you can just write the information down in your notebook. Watch any videos that are in there. You can redo those videos more than once. Complete any assigned work and email me with any questions. So things that you will need for algebra, of course, you'll need your charged Chromebook, a composition notebook. That's where you're going to put all of your notes. A spiral notebook is where you can work out problems. If we're doing an online assignment, which everything will be online, you can kind of keep that to show your work. Pencils and a calculator is certainly fine and definitely encouraged for you to use. Grades will be updated several times a week in PowerSchool. What I can tell you is I really grade pretty quickly, so if you've turned it in on time, it will be graded in PowerSchool pretty much the next day. PowerSchool is your official grade book, so make sure you're using PowerSchool to check for any work. If you turn in something late, it will go in as a 0, but you are allowed to make up late work as long as you have completed it before the unit test. So please remember to check PowerSchool daily to make sure you are caught up on everything. You can retake quizzes if all of your homework is done prior to the quiz, but you may not retake tests. So you want to make sure that you are ready to go on test day so that you're prepared. For your grade breakdown, 70% of your grade is based on your assessments, which are your quizzes and tests, and 30% is based on practice, which is your homework. It's important to turn things in on time. Algebra is a fast-paced, challenging course, so you want to make sure that you are staying on top of your assignments. If you have multiple late assignments, I will be contacting home to let parents know. So assignments are usually due the following school day. You may redo assignments for a higher score, but again, that has to be done before the unit test. And again, no late work or redo work will be accepted after the unit test has been given. As a reminder, algebra is for a high school credit, but it is not for a math credit, it's for an elective credit. The grade you receive in algebra will be figured or calculated into your high school GPA. You will also be taking something called the EOC, which is the end of course exam in May. And that EOC score affects your ability for A+ scholarship funds. So it is important for these two reasons that you stay on top of your work and that you do well. If you are struggling in this class, we can move you to a different math class if you need something that goes at a bit slower pace. Algebra is challenging. You will likely work harder than you ever have before in math, so please ask questions. I am certainly here to help you. In terms of your algebra composition notebook and in spirals, again, your composition notebook is really for your notes and your spiral is for working out any problems that you do in any of our online assignments. As a reminder, you can retake quizzes but not tests, so please study and be prepared the first time. Whenever you submit something in Elastic, you need to submit a screenshot that looks like this. It'll have the title of the assignment at the top, it'll have your score there, and you should down here in the bottom corner down here, it'll have your initials. It just doesn't show up on mine because I have a teacher version. So if you have to do something in Elastic, please make sure you submit in that respect. And that is it. That was just a quick rundown of how the class works. If you have any questions, please let me know and make sure you complete any assignments in today's folder.